skills that you learned from James back then that you still implement today, and how does that work with him as a teammate?
I mean, I think the first thing he taught me is how to travel on a step back. No, I'm fucking. No, I think, being able to be around him early on in my career on our Adidas trips and obviously losing to him in the playoffs for 2 consecutive years, you learn a lot about the manipulation of the game, how to attack coverages, how to find different ways to score, how to find different ways to create for people. Him and Chris Paul, were able to kind of give me that guidance. So it's definitely wild that here we are, right? You know what I mean? To be teammates and to be in this situation and hopefully go out there and get a championship.
Yeah, for sure. And if there's any rule change that you can implement in today's NBA on or off the court, what would that be?
Real change. The way Chris Paul retired, I think, should be changed. I think he deserves a better way to go out. Obviously, he's a hell of a player, hell of a person. I wouldn't be in the NBA if it wasn't for him telling me to go to the NBA. So I think the way his situation kind of went down, I don't know who's right, who's wrong. That's not my position. But for a Hall of Famer, for a legend, for a point guard like that, who's had such a high impact on our game, for him to kind of go out like that, I think it's definitely tough. And I just wish it handled differently. But I wish him nothing but the best. It's a big brother to me, and it's my guy.
Donovan, I was wondering, how is your experience playing against Danny Avdija? How can you describe him as an opponent?
Man, he's gotten so much better throughout the years, right? Like, we was in Washington, we played against each other a bunch, and to see him become an all-star is definitely a level of respect there. To see the work and time he's put in, we were just talking about this the other day, he's averaging 25, 7, and 7, on a really competitive Portland Trail Blazers team. So credit to him, the work he's put in. It's a testament to the work, and he's only going to get better.
Donovan, world's dumbest question. Do you remember how many individual handshakes you know, unique handshakes?
A lot. Definitely a lot. I don't know how many, but definitely a lot. Definitely a lot.
How do you keep track of it?
I think if you do it enough, it's just muscle memory. When you see a face, you're like, I bet, like this is what that is. But it's definitely tough for sure.
Your
first handshake, probably one of the former Mets players, to be honest. When I was a kid, that's probably one of the first ones for sure.
The NBA celebrated the 75th anniversary of Pioneers.
Yeah.
Who are some of the pioneers for you growing up?
For me, in basketball, just in general.
Basketball in general.
All right, basketball. I mean, obviously, big Bron fan, Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Just to see the influence that those guys have had over the league. Obviously, representation and putting on for our community, I think is huge. Kareem, and obviously what I'm trying to do myself is kind of emulate that, right? Obviously, what you do on the floor is great, but the way you impact the game off the floor, in our communities, in our culture, right? Understanding that we have such a platform to be able to do powerful things. So I definitely try to emulate what those guys have done to be here.
Yeah. We are a media partner from Thailand. Could you please say something to Thai fans? You have a lot of Thai fans.
Shout out to everybody in Thailand, man. I appreciate the support. Hopefully one day I'm able to get out there and show you guys some love. I appreciate it.
Have you ever tried to Thai food before?
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you so much.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Memory real quick. How did you score your first NBA field goal? And who was it on?
It was against the Nuggets.
Against the Nuggets?
Wilson Chandler.
What kind of shot was it?
It's a shot fake and a layup float.
And on who?
Wilson Chandler?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
Donovan, if you could challenge any NBA All-Star from history to one-on-one.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, for sure. Michael Jordan.
Donovan, which of your teammates would do the best on Love Island and why?
I haven't watched the show. My fiance watches it, but probably Jalen Tyson.
Why?
It just seems like something he would do. It just seems like something he would do for sure.
And which team are you passing the aux cord to?
Not Jalen Tyson. I say James. James is good. Thomas Bryant's pretty good. And myself. Probably the three of us.
Are you disappointed that you didn't get to represent Panama in this All-Star?
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Obviously I wanted to definitely represent Panama, and obviously I've spoken about it at length, but, at the end of the day, I'm on the world team, but I'm not going to stop. I was given this, actually. It rubbed off, but it had Panama, and I was given this when I was on my trip to Panama. So even though I'm on the world team, I'm still going to represent the U.S., but still always going to show love to my home country for sure.
Donovan, you're a big baseball fan, and the World Baseball Classic is right around the corner. Who you got making the finals?
Well, I mean, a lot of guys aren't playing because of the insurance thing, right? I think it's wild. I mean, Puerto Rico, I'm obviously rooting for Panama, not obviously, but obviously Puerto Rico's talented.
What do you got?
The DR is talented. There's a lot of talent. USA got a team too. I don't really have a favorite to win because I also don't know who's playing because of the stuff. But I always got to show love to Panama for sure.
Donovan, if you could only listen to one song before every game for the rest of your career, what would that song be?
Any song by Coco Jones, for sure.
Donovan, when you were in high school, what was the most points you scored, and which NBA players, if any, were like your biggest or regular competition?
Most points I scored in high school, I want to say like 45 or something like that, 46. And then, what did you say?
The NBA players that were your biggest or most regular competition growing up.
It's crazy. It was like me, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. It was Josh Jackson, Don Maker, Isaiah Briscoe, Harry Giles, Brandon Ingram. We were all like in one All-Star game. I think there's probably like 10 to 12 NBA players in that game.
If you had to build your starting five from this weekend out of all the All-Stars, what's your five?
Myself, Steph, Vic or Wemby, Ant, and KD.
Appreciate it.
Probably.
Not only is it All-Star Week, it's also Black History Month. Can you talk about how important it is for you to represent doing this?
Yeah, like I was saying before, like just being able to understand the platform that we have, the ability to be able to show up for our community, to speak on issues, to speak on things, and also represent. Like, you know what I mean? I think is something that I don't take for granted. We don't take for granted as a league, which is why I applaud us players, but also the league to be able to tap into that as much as we possibly can, because, you know, representation is one thing, but also being able to give back to our communities. Not just financially, but showing up, I think is the biggest thing. Being able to show up in our communities, which I think a lot of our guys have done a great job of. That's what I kind of take pride in is, obviously, yeah, you give money, you can do all that, but I think giving kids the visual of us being there, whether it's in school, like showing up to a school or showing up to a game, showing up to whatever, being able to kind of give those experiences, I think, go a long way.
Donovan,
I mean, it's something that I wanted as a child, right? So now that I'm in a position to have that responsibility, I think it's something that I've always wanted. But like I said, I watched, like, you know, growing up, seeing, you know, NBA players, and I was in baseball a lot, and seeing them having always giving back to their communities back home, whether it was in Puerto Rico, it was in the DRs, and obviously, you know, stuff like that. So being able to see that and see the love they get, being able to kind of do that on this stage, I think is special.
What's it been like seeing last one?
Say again?
What's it been like seeing Tyrese Proctor's strategy?
He's terrible. No, that's my dog. Like he's going to be in this league a long time. He's a guy that I was very shocked with how mentally ready he was to be in the NBA. He's a guy that we watch film together on the plane. We talk about things on the bench, coverages, what he sees. I know he doesn't play as much right now, but for him to be mentally engaged each night, like that's a special thing for a rookie that you don't typically get, right? So to see that from him, and to see the hunger, the fire, the passion, and the patience too, not getting frustrated, understand that, hey, your time is going to come. It may not be right now, right, but understanding that it's uncanny for a rookie to have that, and you know that's like my little bro, and I take him everywhere I go. I try to show him the ropes because he's going to be in this league a long time.
Okay, thank you.